Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from, everybody. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Going to get started with the live stream today. It is Monday, April 10th. Hope you're well. And we've got some breaking news, massive news today. HEXO is being acquired by Tilray Brands for 250 million US, and they strike the deal after about a year of creating a strategic alliance between the two companies. So I'll start off by saying I was wrong. So I didn't think that the deal would happen. I thought that they would remain two public independent companies. So I will start off by saying that I was wrong. I said I'd make the video and let everybody know. But I did say that this time last year that I didn't think that Tilray would be buying them anytime soon. I said it'd be at least a year or two before they did so. And sure enough, it was about a year. So Tilray just reported their earnings as well. Going to get started here. We'll give it another 30 seconds or so for people to join us, but I see we've got a lot of people on the live stream here today. Welcome, smash the like. I would appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and we're going to get started here in, like I said, about a half a minute. But like I said, if you could smash the like, it helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And just as a quick heads up, I'm not in my regular setup. I'm over at my Airbnb doing some work here. So just bear with me here and we'll get started here. Like I said, we got a ton of people. We got a few dozen people here and growing. So welcome to the live stream. We're going to get started here momentarily. Just sit tight and we'll get started here in just a minute. I see we have a ton of people joining the live stream. Welcome. Smash the like. I would appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from and let us know what you think of this news. Tilray striking a deal to buy HEXO for 250 million US. All right, I see we have tons of people joining the live stream. Welcome. Hope you're well today. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Obviously, got some breaking news today, massive news. Tilray Brands acquiring HEXO for 250 million. Kind of get started. We also had Tilray earnings coming out, and their conference call starts in about 27 minutes, 5 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm going to keep this live stream short and sweet. I'll probably do another live stream after the earnings call with Tilray, and we'll get a lot more color on this deal. So this is breaking news. This is by far the biggest deal in the MJ industry to date. And this is the biggest powerhouse now. And we know Tilray also has convertible debt in MedMen. So we're literally watching a behemoth in the making here. So I'm excited. Obviously, I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought they were going to remain two public independent companies. So I'll start off by saying that, like I said, I was wrong. I thought that they were going to be remaining two public independent companies. But it is what it is. I said that there was a good chance, especially with, we didn't see any updated corp presentation, things like that from HEXO in a long time. We finally got an earnings call review, and I think what really moved the needle here is the achieved positive net income for the first time in company history. I think that might have been what intrigued Tilray enough to pull the trigger and strike this 250 million deal here to buy rival HEXO. So we'll jump into the article here. This is from BNN Bloomberg reporting. So Tilray Brands will announce plans to acquire Canadian MJ producer rival HEXO Corp in a deal worth about 250 million Monday after reporting its later quarterly results. And multiple people directly familiar with the matter told BNN Tilray will acquire HEXO by exercising US 173 million secured convertible note it acquired from HEXO's former creditor HT Investments, and for a small discount in July 2022, that would give it roughly 49% of the company's equity, while paying US 75 million to acquire the remaining outstanding shares, the company said, or sources said. BNN Bloomberg reached out to both companies for comment. Representatives were not immediately available, but like I said, we have an earnings call coming up here with Tilray in about 25 minutes, so we should get a lot more color on that and some updates from Irwin, the CEO of Tilray. The deal would see Leamington, Ontario-based company which took a commanding position in the Canadian MJ industry in December 2020 when it merged with Afria Inc., strengthening its leader position in the Canadian market. Once it acquires HEXO with 13% market share, the sources said Tilray currently controls 8.1% of the market, according to industry data tracker Highfire. This won't be the first time the two companies have joined forces. HEXO and Tilray previously announced a strategic partnership in April 2022 that would result in as much as US 80 million in various efficiencies such as shared services and other production agreements. The deal also saw HEXO establish an equity purchase agreement valued at 180 million to help provide the company with additional capital for further operations. However, since the agreement was struck, MJ producers have collectively lowered the prices of their products in an effort to win over The Canadian consumers that were greeted in the vast plethora of similar options at licensed retailers, legal licensed retailers. So no one could have forecasted the state of the market over the past year. One of the sources said smaller suppliers lowered the prices so much that it's wiping out the market. The deal will be subject to a vote by HEXO shareholders, but one of the sources said that the company's biggest shareholders have already signed off on the deal and it's expected to close quickly. So there you have it. That's the news. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited about this? Are you upset? Are you angry? What do you think about this? There's not really any premium on this. The deal ends up being about $1.25. The ratio would be, I think it's about 0.43 Tilray shares. So essentially, if you're wondering what's going to happen to HEXO shares will turn into Tilray shares, and for every one HEXO share you have, you'll get about 0.43 Tilray shares. But again, we'll get more information as time goes on. This is very, very fresh off the press. And like I said, we'll have the earnings call with Tilray here coming up in about 23 minutes. So we do have earnings out as well. Like I said, I think that the fact that HEXO achieved positive net income for the first time in company history was really what made HEXO, well, Tilray pulled the trigger on HEXO, right? Made it more attractive. But in terms of EPS, we were expecting negative 0.709 for Tilray earnings this Q3 2023. And if you're wondering why it's Q3, it's just fiscal year 2023. It doesn't actually mean the quarter in which we are in, right? It's just different fiscal year ends for companies. And then revenue is forecasted at $201.86 million. And I think they had a $1.2 billion loss. So let's just bring up Tilray Brands reports third quarter fiscal year 2023 financial results and announce accredited acquisition of 100% of HEXO Corp. So it delivered $145.6 million in net revenue and 16th consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA. So let me just see here. That looks rather low. Must be in US dollars. Yeah, is reported in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. So let's go over to Tilray and check the earnings. So the earnings today, hang on a second. Yeah, so we were estimating 150.017, came in at 145.589. So missed there, 145.6. And then it says it came in here at 145, yeah, 145.6, so they just rounded it up. So yeah, and then EPS missed, negative 190. Ugh, that is bad. Whoa. What's the TLRY after hours price? 259, so down 5%. HEXO popped up to 164. It's now down to 126. But look at that end of day close there. I guess people bought in anticipation of this deal coming through, but look at that, from the low of the day, 124 all the way up to 192. So from the low of the day today, it was up 55% in like literally no time. So we'll see what happens here into tomorrow. I would expect most of this to get faded back, to be honest with you, just because there wasn't really any premium. Normally the industry standard is about a 20% premium. But yeah, this is not good, these results. A big miss in terms of revenue, and then a big miss in terms of EPS. I just want to bring it up here. So it still hasn't updated on investing.com. Maintain number one MJ position in Canada, the largest federally legal MJ market in the world, with HEXO transaction poised to substantially increase the Canadian revenue. Well, that would be an understatement. So let's just go through here real quick. Tilray also announces that it is in definitive agreement to acquire HEXO for an aggregate purchase price of approximately $56 million, to be satisfied through the issuance of 0.4352 of Tilray common stock for each outstanding HEXO share. So there you go. So for every one HEXO share you have, it'll be now worth 0.43. So let's say, quick math, let's say you have 1,000 HEXO shares, you would just times that by, let's bring it over here. So you times that by 0.04352. So however many HEXO shares you have, just times it by that ratio. And then that's how many Tilray shares you'll end up having. Tilray common stock for each HEXO share. The acquisition, which is structured as an arrangement under applicable Canadian laws, builds on a successful strategic alliance between the two companies and positions Tilray for the best strong growth and market leadership in Canada, the largest federally legal MJ market in the world. Obviously, HEXO shareholder approval, and is expected to close in June 2023. Wow. Yeah, that is quick. Further information about the HEXO transaction will be available in the investor section at Tilray.com, and the current report, the Form 8K filed today. So go through here, financial highlights. You guys can check out all this if you want on your own time, but just an effort of time. Like I said, about 20 minutes, and I'm going to jump into the chat here in a moment here. So I want to start wrapping this up. Yeah, it just goes on about the acquisition of Freya. So some notes here from Erwin Simon. So yeah, again, I'm not going to go over all of this, just an effort of time, but we will. I'll do another live stream after this, and we'll go through it here. So there's some cash equivalents. So yeah, net revenue 145.6. So big miss there. Well, not a huge miss, but miss nonetheless. But 5 million, and then yeah, 190. Ugh, negative 190 EPS. That's brutal. So yeah, just go down to financials, earnings. So in terms of USD, forgot they report in USD. 159.1 million was forecast, came in at 145, and they're forecasting. Or straight, there it is. Yeah, 145.6 million and 150.05. Yeah, so about a 5 million loss. I was looking at the next quarter coming in July. But look at that big EPS miss. Negative 0.05 expected at a negative $1.90. Ugh, that's bad. And normally when Tilray acquires, or whenever we have a company acquire another company, usually the acquirer, so in this case, Tilray drops. But it might not, because there wasn't a huge premium, and they already had a bunch of that debt anyway, right? So it might not drop a whole lot, but I'm just concerned about these numbers here. Big miss in EPS, pretty big miss in revenue as well. But yeah, this is, and again, I'm not in my regular setup here, so just bear with me. But yeah, that's not good. Stock could easily be down over double digits tomorrow. And I'm talking about Tilray. HEXO, going to be interesting to see how HEXO opens tomorrow. But like I said, after hours, gave that whole move back. Currently sitting at 125. So it looks like someone bought in anticipation of this deal and didn't really know exactly what the premium was going to be. Like I said, there's basically no premium, and maybe they thought the deal was going to be better than what it was. That's what it looks like to me. But like I said, we've got almost 100 people on this live stream, so obviously this is the biggest news in the MJ industry right now. So going to jump into the chat here. So we all got screwed, right? Bought for $1.25 share price. I think it was, especially I didn't think that there was going to happen. To be honest, I said if I was wrong, I'd make the video and I'd admit it. I thought they were going to remain two public independent companies, but I said if it did happen, it probably wouldn't be for a year or two. And then sure enough, but a year later, we found out that they bought it. They're merging. But again, the writing was kind of on the wall, right? We didn't have any earnings calls from HEXO for a few quarters, so that started to raise speculation. And then also there hasn't been an updated corporate presentation for HEXO in like a year. So again, the writing was on the wall. The more we went on, that it was more and more likely that HEXO was going to get acquired by Tilray. And like I said, Tilray has convertible debt in MedMen as well. So this is literally a powerhouse in the making. We've got Redecan, Zenobus, filed for creditor protection, but you've got 48 North, you've got HEXO, you've got Freya, Tilray, you've got MedMen potentially, right? Like this is literally a massive behemoth in the making. Ça va être okay, Merci. Yeah, so you said it's going to be okay? Yeah, I think so. Yep. What does this mean for Tilray stock? So Tilray stock, like I said, it could go down. Usually the acquirer stock goes down and the acquiree goes up. So in this case, HEXO should go up, Tilray should go down. But because there was no premium, because Tilray already had that debt in HEXO and they were already partners, I don't think it would go down that much. It might even, Tilray actually might go up more because of the fact that, it didn't pay a big premium. But the only thing is we had Tilray earnings that just came out. They had over $1 billion loss. Let me just check here real quick. Yeah, $1.2 billion loss Tilray reported, and negative 1.9 EPS, so $1.90 for EPS, and a 5 million miss on revenue. So I would say Tilray would be down at least double digits tomorrow. Hi there, welcome. So hopefully that answers your question, Garfield. But essentially, for Tilray stock, they're going to be buying HEXO, and for everybody that has HEXO shares, for every one HEXO share, you get 0.43 Tilray that'll convert, and it'll automatically do that. You don't have to do anything. Well, that was fun. Yep, you bet. They scammed us. I bought shares at current price at 640, what I have averaged, and they are going to sell it at 125. What do you think of that? Yeah, I mean, everything's down, right? Even Tilray stock's down 96%, 97% from February 2021 highs. So it's not just HEXO. And like I said, no one could have predicted this coming. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But we knew that we needed more acquisitions and mergers and consolidation in the space. And literally, this is going to be the biggest MJ company in the world. So just know that you're holding HEXO and Tilray. You're holding now the biggest powerhouse in the MJ industry. Wow, shocked. Vancouver, Canada. Welcome from Vancouver. You'll have some Tilray shares, Merlot. Yeah. Nova Scotia, welcome. Yeah, I'm from PEI, so right around my neck of the woods. Maritime represents. NYC here, home of the Tilray Brands. Very nice. Welcome. Can we fire Sermon and get HEXO CEO to run this? Yeah. Charlie Bowman, here in speculation, he might get fired. So we'll see. But yeah, I love Charlie. He's a great dude. If you haven't seen my interview with HEXO CEO Charlie Bowman and CFO Julian Ivanitz, you can check that out as well. But yeah, it was really great. But going to start wrapping it up here. Thank you, everybody. Like I said, we almost had 100 people there on the stream at one point. But we do have the conference call coming up with with Tilray on their earnings, and they'll be giving more color on this deal with HEXO. I would expect the call probably going to be at least an hour long. So, like I said, I'll try and get another update later on today. Ontario, very nice. I mean Tilray. What did you say before that? Home of Tilray Brands. Yep. Montreal, Quebec, very nice. Welcome from Montreal. I'm pretty sure I will be selling at opening bell tomorrow or soon after. Very nice. Yep. Everybody has to do what they want to do. Phoenix, Arizona. Very nice. Get wrecked, Brad. Buy high, sell low. Toronto, Ontario. Awesome. Love Toronto. Tilray, HEXO, Redican, Afria. Yep. And you can add all the other ones to it too. You got Zenabis. You got 48 North. You got potentially MedMen. I just lost my part in the chat here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Where are we at here? Tax loss for next year. It's all good, Louis. We as HEXO shareholders get next to nothing. Yep, but unfortunately, it is what it is, and we can just move on. We'll get Tilray shares, and we'll be one big happy family. So this is truly the biggest MJ company in the world, and that's why I was adding a lot of Tilray to my position as well, because I figured that as time went on, it was more and more likely that HEXO was going to get acquired by Tilray. And like I said, I think HEXO achieving positive net income for the first time in company's history is what moved the needle and enticed Tilray to pull the trigger. But just sleep well at night knowing you have the biggest powerhouse in the MJ industry. As long as it's not merge, we're fine. It's a merge, yeah, because you're going to get 0.43 Tilray shares for every one HEXO share, right? So your HEXO shares are going to convert into Tilray, so that'll be merging, yeah. Tilray, MJ Royal, yeah, massive. Columbia Care and Cresco are going to be huge as well. What do you mean by that, Orange? Yeah, I think I just covered that. Wasted $500 million cash. Yeah. Well, HEXO bought Redican for $400 million for $925 million, $400 million of which was in cash. But again, everything's down like 90 to 96% across the board in the MJ industry, right? Like even companies that are profitable, like Green Thumb, are down 80%, over 80% from February 2021 highs. So what's their excuse for being down that much, right? Tilray's down like 97% from February 2021 highs. HEXO's down 99%. So, and then yeah, Tilray just had a $1.2 billion loss. I mean that if they get 51% of the shares but keep it as HEXO, then the risk reward remains the same. But if they merge into Tilray shares, the market cap and risk reward are not the same. Yeah, they are merging. So I just went over that. You're going to get Tilray shares for HEXO shares. Do we get Tilray shares? Yeah. So for every one HEXO share, you get 0.43 Tilray shares. Yeah, that is true. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. Looks like it's a merge, you bet. HEXO popped to 192. Yeah, it was massive, but enjoy Xena. I love Zenabis. If it wasn't for those earnings, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, the earnings are brutal. HEXO shareholders have continuously lost over and over again. Well, now you're Tilray shareholders, so maybe we can put a loss to the put a stop to the losing. And like I said, just be happy that you have the biggest MJ stock in the world now. And like Charlie Bowman said, CEO of HEXO, if Tilray decides to buy HEXO, they will be buying the best MJ company in the world, and I truly believe that. I am very bullish on Tilray, just not in the short term, because like I said, they big miss in EPS and revenue, so it's probably going to drop over 10% tomorrow, I would think. Somewhere between 10-20% down, I would think. But again, it's a little bit of a curveball there because of the fact that they didn't pay a premium for HEXO, so that's good. My average cost is $500 a share. What? Wow, crazy. After all the dilution and now this, I just joined. So is it happening, the merger between HEXO and Tilray? It is, it is, it is. Yep, for every one share of HEXO, you'll get 0.43 Tilray shares. Ice, ice, baby. I'll rewatch the video. Thanks, Rod. You bet. Gonna wrap it up now because we have the conference call coming up with Tilray in 8 minutes. So I want to jump on that. I want to get, they're going to obviously talk about the results. They're obviously going to talk about the $1.2 billion loss, the big miss in EPS, the big miss on revenue, and then the merger with HEXO. So I want to be fully present for that. And then I'll do another live stream a little bit later on, and we'll all join as one big happy family again. Tilray and HEXO unite. Can't forget our Redicans and our Freas and Zenobus's and 48 Norths and maybe even MedMen at some point. So I got to start wrapping it up here in about next couple minutes. Zenobus belongs to SNDL now. Yeah, exactly. They went through creditor protection, so those assets got liquidated and sold to through a stalking horse bid to SNDL. So yeah, you're correct. FU, he says. So Rohit doesn't like the deal. Tilray for the win. You sound like super worried about Tilray long term. What do you think scaring me? I only know TA, technical analysis, for those that aren't sure. Yeah, no, I think I own Tilray, a lot of Tilray. It's now my biggest holding because HEXO is going to turn into Tilray. So yeah, Tilray will be my biggest long term position, and yeah, I'm super bullish long term. Not like I said, it's just in the short term, it's probably going to drop because of this big atrocious earnings big miss in EPS, miss on revenue, and then $1.2 billion loss, and then also. Usually the acquirer in a deal goes down, but again, because there's no premium, that might be good for Tilray. But again, I'm expecting probably 10% of downside, if not more, on Tilray because of those abysmal results. Hasn't Tilray started growing fruits and veg? Yeah, like pretty much they got their hand in everything, right? Like they got a distribution business in the pharmaceutical. They've got alcohol. They've got MJ. They've got wellness, right? So. What I will do is that when the shares of Tilray are assigned to me, I will lower my average and will make them into HEXO ones. Is that what it is? Yeah, like you can average down. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be adding some more as well, but I'm pretty much loaded up. Like my bags are pretty much packed. Tilray options, nice. HEXO shareholders will receive 0.4352 of a share of Tilray common stock. Exactly. US dollars 125 per HEXO share based on the volume weighted average price. Yeah, exactly. So I mentioned that earlier in the stream. It's about $1.25 per HEXO shares, and then the ratio is 0.4352. Enjoy carbon steel for cooking. Okay, all right. Well, we are dropping down, and through all the questions here, Tilray long term will be fine. You sound so worried about earnings. Yeah, long term will be fine. I think. Yeah, no problems there. No issues. They just acquired the best company in the world. MBA company in the world, HEXO. So, all right, going to end it there. Thanks, everybody, for your comments and contributions. I mean, at HEXO at 170, very nice. Yeah, like I said, HEXO is going to turn into Tilray shares. We'll be one big happy family. Can't wait to join the conference call here now. Starts in about 5 minutes. So like I said, I'll schedule another live stream for later on today, and we can reconvene here. Same place, different time, and one big happy family. And we'll lock arms, and yeah, let's go Tilray. All right, going to end it there. Thanks again for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rob with Pal Group. If you can smash like, share the video with anybody that might find value on your way out, I would appreciate that. And again, we'll see you a little bit later on for another update after the earnings call set to take place here in 5 minutes for Tilray. So make sure to join. You can join that. Just go to the press release, and then I'll have the webcast details at tilray.com. But going to end it there. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you after the earnings call. We'll do another live stream, and we'll join as one big happy family. So, wow, exciting news. All right, going to end it there. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.